What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel and the video review of the Makerfire Armor 90, the 90mm micro brushless racing drone. So let's go ahead and open up this box and check this baby out. So it comes in a sleeve, and here is the main box here. I've already opened it up, of course, and configured it. I'm just put everything back to show you guys how it looks like when you do the unboxing. Here's the instruction manual, and this time around it is very in-depth, and they also give you a bunch of little stickers to stick on the quadcopter and some numbers too, a couple of different color numbers. And here's the instruction manual, both in English and Chinese. And let's take a look at the English side of it. There is the Armor 90, that's how it looks like, and products parts diagram and product parameter. And it also introduces the product, and it also shows you how to bind the receiver. It comes in two different types of receivers, DSM2 and the FR Sky. So it goes on to show you how to bind each one of them, and the VTX channel configuration here, and it shows you which button to press for the channel and which button to press for the frequency and all that. So that is fantastic. And it also shows you some other diagram and some disclaimer and stuff like that. So that's a nice little instruction manual that it came with. I remember the previous version or another quadcopter that I had from Makerfire did not come with any instructions at all. So, and here's a foam pad covering everything, and that is how it looks like right in the box, guys. Nicely packed in there and lots of stuff. So let's go ahead and take it all out and check it out. Let me put this foam on the side here. First, we got the quadcopter, and there you go. It is a pretty cool looking quadcopter with the prop guards and a little dome there. So we'll come back to this and take a look at it more closely, and let's check out what else we get in the box here. We got an Allen wrench screw, so that's pretty cool. This is the first time it came with a nice little Allen wrench, so that is nice. That's for the motors, and yep, that is for the motors and or the props, and it is for the motor. So that is excellent. We get a Allen wrench, guys, and we have the battery here, and the battery is a Makerfire branded battery, and it is 2-cell, 350 milliamp, looks like 60C is what it says on there. So that is fantastic. But whoa, if you look at it, it comes with a XT30 plug. Now that is something different. This is the first time I'm getting a 2S battery with the XT30. So they have upgraded their connection and bypassed the JST connector like most of the other quadcopters. And I just done a review on the King Kong 130, the egg, and that one on mine came with a balance plug, the 2S balance plug. So it did not fare very well. And check this out, the XT30, guys. So we'll come back to that. And what else we got here? We got some prop guards. We got 4 extra prop guards here, and there you go. A motor sits right on there. So what you're gonna have to do is unscrew the motor screws in order to replace the prop guards. But this is the first time that a quadcopter comes with prop guards already installed, and then they give you 4 more extra prop guards. So that's pretty cool. And we got a set of props here in purple, so that is cool. It's got some rubber bands holding it in place so they don't fall apart. And they also give you some extra screws, so that is fantastic. And we got some cables. We got a USB to micro USB cable, so that is fantastic. Looks pretty nice too for data transfer for your configurator. And they also give you a Velcro strap, guys. Oops. And it's a pretty thick Velcro strap, so that is fantastic in case these guys go out. These guys got some kind of already pre-installed square looking rubber bands proprietary rubber bands for proprietary size battery. Look, it goes right in through the frame itself, and it just plugs in there, and it's on there, and it's semi-stretchable. It's not really stretchable, but that is fantastic, man. They even have markings on them. It says Makerfire on there, so that is cool, huh? Okay, what else we got in here? We got another cable, and this time it is the battery cable to charge up your battery and hook it up to your USB port. So that is fantastic. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the quadcopter a little bit more closer. All right, let's take a look at the quadcopter now. The general appearance is pretty cool looking. It's got that tiny hoop looking design here with the prop guards and the canopy on the top. And this canopy here is called the tank structure canopy by Makerfire. It is a dome encapsulated canopy containing the VTX and the receiver in there. And as far as I can tell, there is no LED lights and there is no buzzer on this quadcopter. We see the dipole VTX antenna and the XT30 connector for the battery, and it is a 2S battery. And check out this rubber band on the bottom, the proprietary rubber band. Yeah, it's just pulled in and it is stuck in there. It is not glued on or anything, but it doesn't stretch much. So you will need to find similar size battery to use this rubber band and make it fit. And if you're using some bigger size battery and it doesn't stretch to fit, then you're going to have to use that Velcro strap that they provide you with. But I don't really see any hole going through to install the battery strap. I just see a couple of recess area right here on the frame, so you can kind of slide it through and loop it around and loop it around this side to make the battery fit. And you see that 4-in-1 ESC board right on the bottom. You can see the ESCs right there. It is the PDB and 4-in-1 ESC all-in-one, and it is the BLHeli S 10 amp ESCs with LDO. So I don't know what that was, so I had to look it up, and it is defined as low dropout regulator. So we have a low dropout regulator built into the all-in-one PDB 4-in-1 ESC board on the bottom there. And the frame itself is a X frame, and what it looks like is about a 2mm carbon fiber frame, and feels to be pretty tough. I can slightly bend it somewhat, but it looks pretty strong enough. And the flight controller right above it is the F3 flight controller, well, built-in BetaFlight OSD, and it is pre-flashed with OMNIBUS 3.1.7 firmware, so that is fantastic. Now the motors, taking a look at the motors here, is the Makerfire branded motors, and it is the 1104 7500 kV motors, and it's MKF motors, the Makerfire motors. And the props on it are the 3-bladed props here, and it is the 1935 tri-bladed props, and looks very familiar, like the same ones that we've seen on the King Kong 90 GT. So it could be interchangeable here, so that is pretty cool. Now the VTX right on the dome itself is the 600 TV line, 120-degree field of view, CMOS camera, and the VTX all-in-one is the 5.8 gigahertz 48 channel 25 milliwatt VTX. And there's a couple of holes right on the top here, which you can access the buttons to change the channels on the VTX. The one on the bottom here, if you short press it, that is the change the channel, and if you long press it, you change the frequency on it. And the top button over here, long press it and you change the NTSC to PAL, and short pressing it will invert the video, so be careful with that. Don't think that's the channel changer and go ahead and start pushing on that. You're going to have an inverted video. The other holes over here, I'm not sure what they are for. Looks like just ventilations. They don't have any buttons or anything on the bottom there. So that is just about it. So that is a pretty cool little unit. I had to get to the inside of this canopy to get at the receiver here, and mine is the DSM-2 version of this thing. It also comes in the FrSky XM Plus receiver and the PNP version, where you supply your own receiver. So that is pretty cool. But on the bottom of the canopy, there's 4 screws that you need to get at. If you can see those little screws, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. But if you look at it from straight down, you are not able to access those screws. So your screwdriver has to kind of diagonally go at it to get to that screw to uncover the canopy. And you kind of end up stripping that screw somewhat. So I was able to get 3 of those screws unscrewed, and I did kind of strip the screws a little bit to get to open up this canopy to get at the receiver. And the receiver is so tiny, this DSM-2 receiver, and there was a bind button on there. So I bounded it to my Taranis using the Orange RX external module, and all you do is press that button and power up the quadcopter. It goes into a binding frenzy, and then you hit that bind button on the Orange RX and turn on your Taranis at the same time, and it binds immediately. So that was easy to bind. And if you look in the back right here, there is the micro USB connection port right there to connect to your configurator. So that is fantastic. And that is just about it for the quadcopter here. So let's go and take it for a little demo flight, line of sight, and perhaps do some FPV. All right, we got everything bounded, ready to go. So let's go ahead and take off. All right, it is up in the air. The Makerfire armor, well protected quadcopter as well. Brushless tiny hoop is what it is now. Okay, we got some smooth power. Pretty decent. Okay, punch out. Pretty good. Okay, one more time. A little bit of vibrations on the way down. And that is about what is expected of a 2S. Looking pretty good. It has the XT30 plug, and it is a 2S. So I do have some 3S's with the XT30 plug, but I don't have any other 2S with the XT30 plug. So it's kind of a proprietary battery here we are looking at. And it's flying fantastic, guys. So, ooh, man, I've been having a lot of falling off from the sky quadcopters lately. Don't tell me the battery has depleted. Okay, let's take it back to the table real quick. All right, let's see if... Okay, still has power. So what was that dropout? Man, I've been having a lot of dropouts lately. The last 2 or 3 brushless micros have been dropping out on me. Anyway, it still got power. And I only flew for about 1.5 minutes or so, maybe. So it should be good for at least about 3 minutes with this battery. Yeah, I don't know what that was, man. Let me take it out a little bit to a distance. No, it has pretty good distance. No, not the distance was causing the dropout. So I don't know what that was, guys. All of a sudden it just went down. So maybe the battery is at fault again on this quadcopter as well. So more and more we are seeing these micro quadcopters with battery connection problems and battery C rating problems all over the place, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna just bring it in. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to use some of my other 2S batteries. Let me unplug this baby while I talk. The other 2S batteries with the JST plug, but I have a little converter that has the XT30 and then it has a JST at the end, so I'm gonna have a long cable coming out of the quadcopter to test out for the FPV run. So let's go for that FPV run. Okay, I've installed the battery on here, and the rubber band battery strap does provide enough stretch to fit this battery. So let's go. All right, ready to go with our first FPV flight. Arming. Whoa, a little shaky takeoff there. Okay, let's check out its range and head on over to the 100-meter bush. All right, a little bit of VTX breakup and I went down, guys. Uh-oh. All right, we are ready to go. So we know that this thing does not have much distance, so we're gonna keep it close. Arming it. We shall stay close by. Got a new canopy set up over here. Pretty cool. Gives me a little bit more shade and gives me something to fly through. Haha. Okay. Yep, it can do loops. Woohoo! Almost hit my own bin over there. Okay, let's slow it down and see if I can go through this thing. Yeah. It's got terrific controls. Nice. It is a very nice flyer, actually. Really great controls. Not bad. But a big, great indoor flyer, this one. Hey, I'm having fun here. And it's working fine. No problems. As long as you stay within that 100 meters. There's a flip. Nice. Gives a tiny whoop a new meaning, doesn't it? Whoa! Whoa! What happened there? I think I lost control of it. Okay, I brought it back. Let's give it a test and see if it's still working. Okay, it's still working. Yeah, so you don't want to go too far with this one, guys. So we still got 7.6. Well, you know what? I'm just going to give it a last hurrah real quick. 7.5, yeah. And the fly minutes are already 3. So you don't want to go too far with this one. Keep it close by. Definitely a great indoor flyer. still can do flips close by, and still can do loops and stuff. So it's a terrific little flyer, a tiny hoop replacement that has brushless motors. All right, I'm gonna bring it in for a landing. All right. All right, checking out the Armor 90 with a 3S battery, guys. So let's take a little flight with the 3S battery, arming it. We're gonna take it easy and not go too far with this baby here. The wind is picking up just a little bit, but this thing is fighting the wind, no problem. Only about 5 miles an hour wind. So we'll just keep it close. Yeah, I feel a lot of power. I'm about mid-throttle now. Oh yeah, jeez. For a tiny hoop, we are using a 3S battery, guys. A terrific backyard flyer, and perhaps a really nice indoor flyer. Nice. Good controls. Whoa! But it just went down. Having issues with this one going down, and I wasn't that far away. All right. It didn't go too far. It's right here. So that's good. But I'm not sure what that is, guys. It's the receiver, or it can't be the power issue because it's got an XT30. It just went down. Maybe it is the receiver. Maybe I'm not having a good reception with this one. It gave me problems right around that 100-meter bush there. So let's bring it back. Let's see if it works. All right. All right, it's powering on. So we'll keep it even closer, I think, and just run out this battery. But, well, at least the good news is that this thing can handle the 3-cell battery as well. So got 11.6. Still got lots of juice. So I don't know what that is, guys. Maybe it's my new canopy. It's blocking the signal. But I'm sitting kind of away from it here. I'm sitting in the front. I'm not sitting underneath of it. So that shouldn't cause any problems, I don't think. Okay, so we'll just fly around right here. Yeah. A little flip. So it can do flips. It can do rolls. And you got tons of power with this 3-cell battery here, man. You can get some serious air with this little tiny whoop. Having some fun with my new canopy. There you go. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, this thing can pick up some speed rather fast, and it does have lots of power. Tiny hoop on steroids. Woohoo! Hit the canopy twice and survived. Awesome, awesome. That's why they got that tank-like canopy enclosure. Woohoo! Okay, first time with the canopy on, so I got to get used to this canopy flying. The pop-up canopy, that is. Not the Quadcopter's tank-like encapsulated structure. Okay, the voltage is blinking, so I guess it's time for me to land. I'll give it a landing right in the shade area right here. Very, very easy to go slow and control it really well. All right, that is the flight with the can you see it? 3S battery, guys, 3S. And this Armor 90 can handle it. All right, thank you very much for watching and have a great day.